Hi there. Nice to have you with us today. While directing today's Woman of the Hour in her film debut, Sylvester Stallone told People magazine that if stardom isn't a strut away for her, then I give up. Well, you know Sly and his poetic praise. But obviously, the prediction came true. After strutting through Staying Alive with John Travolta, our Woman of the Hour has become one of daytime TV's reigning female crime fighters. Please welcome General Hospital's Police Chief Anna Devane, Finola Hughes. You look great.
Thank you very much.
I mean, it's such an image with the hair and the black dress and everything.
Oh,
by design, certainly.
No, this is an old 40s dress, actually. It cost me about $20 in an antique store.
Yeah.
And it has all these little gilt things.
Do you shop much at
antique stores?
Antique stores?
Oh, definitely. I love them. Yes, I get nearly everything there, really. A lot of my clothes.
Have you ever gotten anything that belonged to someone well-known?
Well, I actually, in England, I have a lot of antique lace and white linen, because that's so beautiful over there. And I have this pair of old drawers, which they're like long knickerbockers, so frills at the bottom, that they used to wear underneath their big long dresses. And apparently it belonged to Queen Victoria. So they had a little sort of a name stitched at the top. And this is what they said when I went along.
That would be worth something, wouldn't it?
I think so, but you see, you never can tell. I mean, you know, they're very old, and they could have belonged to somebody around that time. But
everything over there is old, isn't it? That's but that's what makes it so charming.
It's so wonderful. And you know, it's the thing I miss about England most are the castles and those beautiful places like that. And I was reading in that book that we're going to be talking about later on today that there was a castle in Washington. I don't know what it's called, but apparently there's a castle.
There was a castle?
No, there is a castle that was built in 1870-something.
Washington, D.C. or Washington State?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know which it is. Oh,
They're several miles apart. Yes, there are two.
Realize there's two.
Well, it takes a while to get to know this place. How long have you been here?
2 years.
And what's been your biggest surprise about U.S.?
Oh, gosh. It's full of surprises every day. I think what I've noticed and loved most is, for instance, working on General Hospital, the enthusiasm of the crew and my workmates. And I really have, I love that so much. And
is it like a big family?
Oh, yes, it is. I mean, I'm sure it's like it is here. It's wonderful. It's a pleasure to come into work every day, and I'm in love with everyone there. They're just so nice.
Your mom very, very much influenced you. I mean, most mothers do, yet she did on another level. She was kind of an early feminist.
Yes,
really
very much so.
Pro-woman.
Completely,
and
yes.
Very active.
Oh, extremely. She was very active in the abortion law reforms and the rape, the getting things passed through law for rape, and also abused wives. And there was her and another woman, well, this woman who had this big house in Chelsea, or Chiswick. And any woman who had been abused by her husband and who wanted to escape could go to this house and take her children and stay there for, a matter of weeks until she could be rehoused by the council. And my mother used to get furniture for that place and go and help and raise money for it. And I think that was a wonderful place.
You wonder sometimes why certain youngsters pick up banners and march forward.
Yes.
And even though your parents may not be telling you directly to become active socially, you can't escape it. I mean, it must leave some kind of residue so that as you grow older.
Yes, it's like there was a saying that I heard somebody use the other day, which was, well, they don't lick it up off the floor. I mean, it means that if your parents gave you those kind of things, you have it in you, and that's where you get it from, is your parents.
I also wonder, is there or can there be some sort of a dissatisfaction that you're not out there doing more?
Sometimes, yes, actually.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I read about things, and I do a few charity things, as many as I can, and I sort of go, I just wish, I could do more. And, I mean, you can make time, but sometimes it's impossible. But I like to read about things that are happening, and if I can do something, if someone approaches me and asks me to do something for that, then I'm more than willing to.
Now, you mentioned England, and I know your mother's passed away several years ago, and your father just passed away last year.
Yes.
It's interesting. A close friend of mine had the same thing happen, although her mother passed away when she was about 15, and now her father passed away recently, and she said, it's the funniest thing, for the first time in my life, I don't feel that there's somebody behind behind me. That if all heck were to break loose and I had to go someplace, that somebody would be there. And she said, it's the strangest feeling for the first time in my life. Did you experience that at all?
Yeah, yes, I know exactly what you mean. However, my parents were so, they instilled so much security, and they made me very, what's the word, when you're...
Independent?
Independent, that's the word. I knew it began with an I. They made me very independent.
Good thing I chose the right one.
Yes. And I think that they had, because they had made me that way, I kind of accepted, what happened. I mean, you have to face those things positively, because that is, that's how they would want you to do it, and that's no lie. And I was faced with being alone, but it was kind of like, well, I've heard this before, I've been here before, only because of the way I've been brought up. My parents talked to me a lot, they made me very independent. My mother pushed me forward a great deal in that way. She never pushed me in work. She pushed me in mental ways, mental attitudes.
Yeah.
And
so you were probably much better prepared than
well, I don't know
most,
how prepared one can ever be for that, because I think it really hurts. But,
Speaking of being prepared.
Yes.
Now, the press, they're always trying to get you and Michael Praed married.
Oh, yes.
Right? And I know he's no longer on Dynasty. He's doing a film.
Yes, he started a film last week.
Yeah. Anything to report? Because this is the obligatory question.
No, we're not getting married.
Yeah.
No, and this is something I don't know, but no, we're not. It's funny. It's been reported in American and English newspapers, and his mother is out here at the moment, and she sort of took me aside the other day and said, we would be the first to know, wouldn't we? And we said, well, yes, we would tell you, but no, we're not getting married.
Things are going along swimmingly, in other words.
Yes,
yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And when you have success, don't mess with it.
I don't know if that's it. It's just I don't think about it, and so it doesn't seem to be in the forefront of my mind at the moment.
Is it in the forefront of Michael's mind?
I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
Okay, I'll ask you. All right, today we have a wonderful lady who, at age 35, with 5 children, a husband, a house in Fargo. And now, this is where I get in trouble. Is it South Dakota? It's North Dakota.
North Dakota.
Yes, decided to go to law school, and she's become the first Supreme Court judge in the country. Also, Tom Selleck's here. He's going to take some audience questions, and we're going to find out what we can do to put some spice into our summer romances.
Absolutely.
And we will be back.